Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Daniel Morvelt, your North and South Carolina realtor, here with eXp Realty. Before we get into anything today, I want to start by saying something important. If you're a veteran, active duty, National Guard, or reservist, really thank you. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your service, for your sacrifice, and everything you've done for our country. This community appreciates you, I appreciate you. And honestly, helping veterans buy homes in North or South Carolina have been one of the most rewarding parts of my real estate career thus far. So today's video is really my way of giving back and saying thanks again, because you have benefits available to you that most people don't even know exist, and you absolutely deserve to take advantage of them. So here in this video, we're going to be talking about a few things: the real power of the VA loan, North and South Carolina property taxes that a lot of veterans don't know about, lender perks and state programs that can save you thousands, some mistakes that veterans make when buying a home, and at the end, stick around because I'm going to give you a bonus strategy that can save you $300 to $500 a month. So be sure to stick around to the end for that. And it's something that most lenders never explain, to be honest, and it could literally save you thousands every single year. So before anything else, let's start with the VA loan, because a lot of people hear about it, but they don't fully understand how powerful it really is. Here's what it actually does for you. So it provides you an opportunity for a zero down payment. You don't need to drain your savings to buy a home. So let's say on a $400,000 house, other buyers might need 20 to 40K, but in a VA loan, you don't. And there's also no PMI. Now, PMI is a private mortgage insurance, which is basically a penalty you pay every month for not putting down 20% when you purchase. It can be $200 to $300 a month extra. VA buyers skip that entirely. That's huge monthly savings. Now, there's another thing called lower rates that everybody knows, but VA loans typically come with lower interest rates. Even 0.25% can lower and save you tens of thousands over the life of the loan. You also have flexible credit requirements. If your credit isn't perfect or you've had some bumps along the way, you still have options. No prepayment penalties. You can refinance, move, or pay down your loan whenever you want. And the big one is it's reusable. A lot of veterans think it's a one and done, but it's not, okay? You can use it more than once as long as you restore your entitlement. This is a lifetime benefit. Why the VA loan works even better in North and South Carolina. Here's something that people don't talk about enough, and that is that the VA loan works really well in North and South Carolina. And why is that? It's simply because we have a strong military presence here. Okay, we have Fort Bragg to Cherry Point to the Charlotte area. We have a lot of VA members here and a lot of military here. Now, that means appraisers understand VA guidelines. Lenders here work with VA loans all the time. Sellers are used to accepting VA offers, and builders are familiar with the process. Now, as well as closings run smoothly here because everyone knows the system, including myself and other agents around the area. Not every state has that though, but North and South Carolina do, and it makes a big difference. Let me tell you a story. I have a buddy of mine, a Marine veteran named Chris. He reached out to me thinking he needed at least 15 to 20K saved up before he could even think about buying a home. His exact words were, "Hey, Daniel, man, I don't want to waste your time. We're probably a year out." But after looking at his numbers, I told him, "Hey, listen, you can buy now actually. And I have a little bit more news for you. You don't need much down. Actually, we did a zero down, very little out of pocket. We ended up negotiating $7,500 in seller concessions, and we closed with under $2,000 in total move-in costs." So he moved into the home he loved and was blown away with the process. And he told me, "Hey man, I wish someone explained this to me earlier." And literally, this is exactly why I'm making this video. If this is already helpful, please take 2 seconds and share this video with another veteran. You might literally save someone thousands of dollars. So let's talk about North Carolina first. So North Carolina has a disabled veteran property tax exclusion, okay? And this one catches a lot of people off guard in a good way. If you are 100% disabled, and you receive TDIU, you may qualify for up to $45,000 removed from your home's tax value. Let me break that down in real numbers. So let's say if your home is valued at $300,000, the county may only tax you on $255,000 of it. Depending on the county, that could save you $500 to $1,500 every single year. And that includes counties like Mecklenburg County, where Charlotte is, Cabarrus, Iredell, Union, and Gaston County. They all follow this. One of the cleanest tax benefits for veterans in the entire country. Now, let me explain South Carolina. And they're even more generous. If you are 100% disabled, you may be exempt for all property taxes on your primary residence. Not reduced, not discounted, straight up exempt. Now, depending on the county, you could be $2,000 to $4,000 in yearly savings. This is one of the reasons why so many veterans choose places like Fort Mill, Rock Hill, Indian Land, and even Myrtle Beach and Clover. The long-term savings are unbelievable. So be sure to look into that a little further and ask your lender about that before you make any moves. Now, let's talk about lenders, because this part is super important. Not every lender is the same, especially with VA loans. Some lenders offer perks specifically for veterans, like reduced lender fees, lower appraisal fees, faster underwriting, credit optimization help, sometimes even slightly better rates. A lender who does a lot of VA loans just knows how to make things simple, okay? And here's something most veterans don't know. There are also grants and down payment assistance programs that veterans can use in certain situations. Now, I'm not a lender, but just want to let you know, even though you don't need a down payment, these programs can pay for things like closing costs, rate buy downs, repairs, inspections, and appraisal gaps in some cases. These are not advertised most of the time, and you need someone checking that for you. So before we keep going, make sure you subscribe if you want more videos on buying, moving, or just living in the Carolinas. I drop helpful videos every week. So let's talk about mistakes real quick, because these can cost you money, and a lot of it. So mistake number one, thinking you can only use the VA loan once. Like I said before, you can use it multiple times. I've helped veterans buy, sell, PCS, move back, upgrade, downgrade, all with a VA loan, okay? So mistake number two, not realizing you can buy up to 4 unit properties. And yes, that means duplex, triplex, and fourplex. It's a really fast track way to build wealth. Now there's also a thing called zero down. You live in one unit, rent the others. It's a huge wealth building opportunity. Mistake number three, believing sellers don't like the VA loans. Totally false, especially in North and South Carolina. VA appraisals are fast here, and I've never had a seller say no just because of a VA. Mistake number four, working with an agent who doesn't understand any VA guidelines. The VA loan is a weapon, and only if the agent knows how to use it. Now, I worked with an Air Force veteran named Mark, great guy. Kept going and getting outbidded, and as he worked with another agent, he was losing hope and thought the VA loan was the problem, but it wasn't. So it was how the offer was structured. He fixed that, or we fixed that actually. He signed up with me, we tightened things up, we negotiated seller credits. He ended up getting a beautiful home in Steel Creek, which is South Charlotte, under his budget with repairs covered. And he told me, hey, Daniel, this is the first time I actually understood what was going on. And honestly, that meant a lot to me. So contact me if you have any questions about that. All right, here's the bonus tip I promised at the beginning. A lot of veterans don't know this, but you can combine seller concessions with something called a 2-1 temporary interest rate buydown. Talk to your lender more about this, but here's what that means in a simpler format. Year one, your interest rate is 2% lower. Year two, your interest rate is 1% lower. Now by year three, it goes back to normal, or what the current rate is. And I've seen veterans save $300 a month to $420 a month, even $500 plus a month. That's real money, that's real breathing room, and most of the time that's real furniture, like a cushion or something. Or it's just a peace of mind while you're settling into your new home, into the new area, okay? And if interest rates drop during that time, you can refinance into a lower payment rate. So date the rate, marry the home price, right? This strategy is ridiculously effective for VA buyers. So if you are a veteran thinking about buying in North and South Carolina, drop a comment or reach out using the link in the description. Whether you're ready now or in 6 months, 9 days to 9 months, I'm here to help, okay? So if you're moving to the Charlotte area, which is Mooresville, Lake Norman, Rock Hill, Fort Mill, or anywhere in the Carolinas, I'd love to help guide you through the process. Go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with a veteran who deserves this information. Thank you again for your service, and I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.